The commercial city of Aba in Abia State has long been known as one of Nigeria's most productive manufacturing centers, a city of shoemakers, garment makers, and small industrialists who built an economy with their own hands, often without dependable electricity. For years, manufacturers in Aba relied heavily on private generators to keep production running because supply from the national grid was inconsistent. That is well documented, and it presents the backdrop against which one engineer's work has to be understood. That engineer is Professor Barth Nnaji, a Nigerian academic, roboticist, businessman, and two-time federal minister whose career spans robotic research in the United States and the development of Nigeria's only fully indigenous integrated power project based in Aba. This is an account of what Professor Barth Nnaji actually did that the world is talking about.
People will look at Africa as having found itself.
I cannot quantify the impact that geometric is already having on our business.
Today, it's a dream come true.
Barth Nnaji, popularly called Barth Nnaji, was born on July 13, 1956 in Enugu State. He attended Emene High School, where he was recognized both academically and athletically. He earned a bachelor's degree in physics from St. John's University in New York, graduating as the best overall student in his class, reportedly the first black student to achieve that distinction at that university. He then completed a master's degree and a doctorate in industrial and systems engineering at Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University, commonly known as Virginia Tech. After his doctorate, he undertook postdoctoral research, additional specialized study pursued after a doctorate in artificial intelligence and robotics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. That academic foundation, physics, industrial engineering, and robotics shaped the rest of his career. In 1983, Nnaji joined the engineering faculty at the University of Massachusetts. In the city of Amherst, he founded and directed the Automation and Robotics Laboratory there and became a full professor of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering in 1992. His research centered on three areas: computer-aided design, robotics, and computer-aided engineering. From this work, he developed what he called geometric reasoning, an approach to understanding and optimizing engineered products through their geometric structure. He is also credited as one of the developers of the e-design concepts, which allow design engineers in different locations to collaborate on a single project remotely using computer networks, a significant idea in an era before internet-based collaboration was standard practice. In 1996, he moved to the University of Pittsburgh as the ALCOA Foundation Distinguished Professor of Engineering, and later became the William Kepler Whiteford Professor of Engineering there. He also served as founding director of the National Science Foundation Center for E-Design, a multi-university research center that at various points included the University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University, Virginia Tech, and the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Working with industrial partners including Boeing, General Electric, IBM, Ford, and Lockheed Martin. He authored 5 books and more than 100 technical papers. His textbook, Computer Integrated Manufacturing and Engineering, won the 1994 World's Best Textbook Prize in Manufacturing Engineering. He is described in multiple sources as the first African to receive that recognition. Over his academic career, he served as principal or co-principal investigator of more than $40 million in research funding from the National Science Foundation, NATO. He has also received a number of formal recognitions during this period. The U.S. Secretary of State's Distinguished Public Service Award in 1995, recognition as Distinguished Scientist by the World Bank IMF Africa Group in 1998, reportedly the first such honor given to a Nigerian, and the Baker Distinguished Research Award in 2001. By any reasonable standard, this was already a substantial and internationally recognized academic career. What followed was a decision to apply that expertise to a different kind of problem, Nigeria's electricity crisis. In 1993, Nnaji took a leave of absence from his position in the United States to serve as Nigeria's Federal Minister of Science and Technology, a ministry that at the time had been dissolved and needed to be rebuilt. He later returned to Nigeria and in 2000 founded Geometric Power Limited, described by multiple sources as Nigeria's first and to date Nigeria's only fully indigenous and integrated power company, meaning it generates and distributes electricity through its own project companies rather than doing only one or the other. This was not his first attempt at solving a power problem. Earlier, he led a team of Nigerian engineers that built a 22 megawatts emergency power plant in Abuja, commissioned in 2001 to supply areas including the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Federal Secretariat. That project brought him to the attention of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, then Nigeria's Minister of Finance, and James Wolfenson, then President of World Bank, who visited Aba and asked Nnaji to consider building a power plant dedicated to the city's manufacturers. He accepted. What followed took more than 2 decades.
We approached the president of the country at that time to ask that we develop this project in Aba. It took 20 years. We were pioneer. We were the first. There was no private power company. The government gave us a concession to purchase the ring-fenced area. We ended up building a 27-kilometer gas pipeline from a gas processing station to the power plant here. After we had developed the project more than 90%, then there was privatization. Our ring-fenced area was sold to another company, so we had to go to court. The project, in effect, stalled, and it was an extremely difficult period. Many years later, after Exim Bank, we were able to rescue it and bring it back to life.
I want people to emulate what we're doing. It can be replicated in different parts of the country. It's very possible.
People will look at Africa as having found itself and been able to harness the talents of its people.
Professor Barth Nnaji's career raises a straightforward question worth sitting with, rather than dramatizing. What does it look like when advanced technical expertise, developed and recognized abroad, is applied directly to a specific local infrastructural problem back home? The answer in this case is a functioning power project serving parts of Abia State's industrial base, built over more than 2 decades, with real setbacks, real financing challenges, and a scope that is significant but bounded. That is the record. It doesn't need embellishment to be worth studying. Professor Barth Nnaji remains one of the most important contributors to the development in terms of electricity and other scientific innovations in Nigeria and the Southeast specifically. If you enjoyed watching this beautiful documentary of the life and towering achievements of Professor Barth Nnaji, kindly hit the subscribe button, drop a comment down below, let us know what you think about the electricity project in Aba, Abia State. My name once again is Prince Onwodenim Ngozi Chukwuka Fortune, and I thank you for supporting Enuani Cultural Forum. Look through our channel. You will find so many other interesting videos. I will see you in my subsequent videos. Bye-bye.
Hey,